been made in Canadian basketball.
Game 7 of 7. Here, day 4 of 5. We've got B.E.A.S.T Prep out of Hamilton facing off against St. Laurent out of Quebec. It's going to be a good one. If you guys missed it, CTA and GTA Prep just played. CTA Prep won in convincing fashion, 16-point game, 16-point win. Luel Acott had one of the greatest shooting performances I think I've ever seen in person. He went for 36, missing one shot. Something like 13 for 14 or 14 for 15. Not too sure about that one, but I know he missed one shot with 36, 3 and 3. On the flip side here, B.E.A.S.T Prep has hit back-to-back threes here. They're up 6-0 against St. Laurent Express, team out of Quebec, who's missing their 2 main guards. Still to injury, still wanted to make the trip out, give the other guys some run. Coach Akram Sliam knows that it's going to be an uphill battle for their guys. He's got some bodies though. You're looking at number 22, Trayvon Minot. He's a 6'9" center. Definitely one of the prospects to look out for here at the MPA as he continues to get accustomed to this type of competition. We'll see a lot more out of him. That was a nice jump hook, turning over the left shoulder, I believe, before he banked it in. 6'2" early on for B.E.A.S.T Prep, who has a lot of seniors. I mean, I'm looking at their roster. Actually, my apologies. A lot of 2018s, but a lot of 2019s and 2020s as well. Definitely a scrappy team. They don't give you anything. Number 10 there, Mark Giles, goes all the way in. Looked like a foul. No call from the referee. Letting them play. Here's Minot. Another beautiful turn with the hook shot. Has to get his legs under him a bit more. Still looks like he's getting into his body, running up and down the court. B.E.A.S.T Prep though, they'll answer. Giles, no good. And the offensive rebounding machine known as B.E.A.S.T Prep continues to go on. That's Dylan Nelson there. He makes a short corner jumper. It's 7 minutes and left here in the first quarter. Great pass inside as Minot misses. Sorry, gets fouled there. Doesn't even attempt the shot, but he will go to the free throw line as he was in the motion. Oh, refs change it again here. No, he won't be shooting as, like I said, he didn't go into his shooting motion. Couldn't even get it off, got fouled right away. They need to find Minot inside. Bad shot. Terribly overshot there by St. Laurent. They're in the zone. B.E.A.S.T Prep, they're going to work the ball around. You want to see them kind of bring it inside. Negative step there, and we've seen that a lot, especially today as Figaro goes out of bounds. Number 2, Jerron Davis comes in. Quick substitution there. St. Laurent Express going inside out here. Sloppy play. B.E.A.S.T Prep can't really have loose hands around them. They'll take it right out of your pocket. St. Laurent, Minot getting the ball. He's going to shoot the 3 here. No good, all front rim. Tough shot for him. They've got to stop the ball. They can't. So now it comes back out to Figaro. He misses. And on the other end, we've got Gamiji with the rebound, number 50. a 2021 prospect, one of the more versatile prospects here in that 2021 class, as I am joined now by Elias Spate, National Scout here.
Excuse me for my absence, Mother Nature calls.
Hey, can't say no to that, especially if you're sitting beside me. B.E.A.S.T Prep, they're up 10-2 here. About 6 minutes left in this first quarter. B.E.A.S.T tries to get the rebound, can't. He'll get it this time, no. There's going to be a timeout. St. Laurent Express coach does not like what he sees. We'll be back, 10-2, 5:30 left.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience.
And we're back here. St. Laurent called an early timeout after a 10-2 run to start the game. We're in the first quarter. There's 5:30 left here. And as mentioned before, they are missing their two main guards. Andrew Keogh is holding down the point guard position as of this session, probably won't in the next, as number 50, Gamiji, hits the nice mid-range jumper. He did a lot of that last game. Him and B.E.A.S.T, definitely some size here for St. Laurent. Flop inside. Referees aren't going to give you that. Javon Davis puts it in. 12-2 run. 12-4, sorry. Here comes St. Laurent Express. Put it in. Nice shot there. Gamiji with the tip in, and he could be on the 2021 radar very soon. If there are people that don't know about him, they definitely will after this. As Andrew Keogh steals it, he's got some guys to run with, sends it over, and that's a three-point bomb by Maklof. Usama Maklof hits that one. He's definitely one of the sharpshooters on this team. East Coast moving it around. Find number 3, Abdou Figaro. He misses that one. And Keogh goes all the way, isn't able to hit it. Here's B.E.A.S.T. Looks like he got fouled, no call, going the other way. Keogh playing some good on-ball defense. Inside, there we go, beautiful up and under. And you're looking at Anthony Bradshaw, one of the most physical big men in the NPA. Subs coming in on both ends here. 3:35 left, 14-9. St. Laurent have been able to kind of mount a comeback here after being down 10-2 early. 3-point bucket there, no good.
And the bigs for St. Laurent are very promising prospects. This is a squad full of young bucks, mainly 2020 class, and past that are No Gamije, as well as Trayvon Minot, the two bigs here from North Montreal.
Yeah, someone get there.
Definitely. Gummy J, he's definitely one of the, I mean, he can make his way onto that top 10 list for the 2021. Based on what I've seen from him today at 6'9", he's got a great jumper, great pivot moves. There he coughs it up, but don't be fooled. I mean, he's got LaMarcus Aldridge range.
You want to hear something funny I just learned?
Tell me.
I don't know if it's funny, but it's actually nuts to me. Joshua Houghton is not even 17 years old yet. He turned 17 December 4th.
Wow. Late birthday.
He's playing like he's a senior.
He had a heck of a game. What did he end up with, 26?
23 in that one. He had 20-something
5
in
threes
another
at
game.
least.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's not like he's forcing shots or, you know, all of the shots that he's getting, he's shooting. He's got to be shooting somewhere around 60% from the field. Extremely efficient.
Exactly. I mean, there wasn't a lot of shots that he took that you were like, what is he doing?
No, I mean, in that game, I'd rather him shoot some shots that even AJ took or others took.
He was hot.
When the hand is hot, you gotta keep feeding the hot hand. Basics.
That's what they did. That's what CTA did last game with a caught.
That's right. Finished the game with 36.
And is it confirmed that he only missed one shot?
I'm not sure about that. That could be hearsay. I can need Trayvon Minot on the putback.
Minot still really growing into his body, kind of runs gingerly, but with hands like that, you can't be mad at the guy.
Baby giraffe.
There's Minot again, gets the block, fighting for the rebound. Doesn't get it, but he's going to get another chance to challenge, go for the rebound. Now let's see him rim run as Andrew Keogh bringing the ball up. Ooh. Awkward fall there. It's going to be a foul.
And Minot, for multiple straight possessions, has affected the game on both ends of the floor.
In that 2020 class, could be one of the better big men. Definitely still getting into the athletic aspect of his entire body as a whole. Beast prep there. Travel for sure. Called on Menuseni as he took an extra step. It's 24-11 here early. Beast prep definitely taking it to St. Laurent.
It's been a super long day. This is the final game of the evening. We'll continue and wrap up day 5 tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we start at 10 a.m. with SJK and Central Tech, followed by London basketball and the team before you in the yellow, St. Laurent. And then Beast, who's in the blue, will play none other than Canada Top Flight Academy. I do not know what that one's going to end up like, but I sure feel bad for Beast Prep.
Well, you know what? It's going to be a good, for looking at individual battles, I would love to see what we saw from Minot on CTA, the big man, David Mwila, excuse me. I'd love to see David Mwila and Anthony Bradshaw on Beast Prep go at it in terms of individual. But in terms of the team, I mean, it's going to be, might be a tough one to watch for sure. If you're a Beast Prep fan. Try to go back-to-back threes there. There's 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's 27-11. St. Laurent are going to try to get... I thought maybe they go for a 2-for-1. I guess there wasn't enough time left there on the clock. That's going to be a backcourt violation for Minot. Sorry, Minot.
No back.
18 seconds left here. B.E.A.S.T prep, number 30, Matthew Green. He's got the rock in his hand. He's been able to do some good stuff. And they find the shooter. Let's call him that. I mean, he's been putting up some numbers here. Arsalant.
My man, you need some help with some pronunciation. Arsenal.
Arsenal. My guy, Arsenal, with the three-point basket.
And our production team is having a ball here. Tristan Jones.
He's dying.
Laughing up a storm.
Hey, as long as I can bring laughter to the team. I don't know how long Maddie's going to make it up there, but if he falls, at least Eli will catch him. We'll be back. And we're back here, Ottawa, Ontario. It's been a rainy day outside all day. Last game on the docket. This is 7 of 7, and we're in day 4 of 5. We've got B.E.A.S.T prep going up against St. Laurent. Here's Green. He gets it over to Davis, back to Green. Green looking for the pass there, doesn't get it. Instead, St. Laurent's B.E.A.S.T takes it coast to coast, finishes with the right-hand layup. Green working inside. He's going to get stripped. It's going to be called a foul, though. It'll go against St. Laurent. Their starting point guard, number 11, Andrew Keogh. Looks like substitutions are coming in. Nope, no sub. B.E.A.S.T prep here. It's going to be, we're going to run it back here. Matthew Green with the nice pass there. There's Arsenal. No good. Ooh, nice move there by Matthew Green, but coughs it up on the other end, and it's the exact same scene from about a minute ago as B.E.A.S.T takes it coast to coast. Here's Arsenal. Kicks it out. 3 ball, that's an air ball. Gamiji picks it up, running the floor well now. He wants it inside, he'll get it. Reverse pivot, passes it out. 3-point basket, not even close. B.E.A.S.T prep. They've got the ball. Matthew Green gets it out to the corner. Arsenal, that's another 3. It's going to be a timeout called here. No, there's no timeout. It's going to be St. Laurent ball here. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. 33-15 lead. B.E.A.S.T prep looking to pick up their second win here of the session. Here's Gamiji. Gets it over to Keogh. Gamiji has good position inside, unable to get that rebound.
And Gamaji's actually has some interest from the national team already. Mike Meeks has had a look at him. Both him and Trayvon Minot.
Hey, Trayvon, when he does that,
It's definitely well warranted. You look at these two guys, I mean, they're bordering 6'10". They've got them listed as 6'8", 6'9". And bigs are hard to come across, especially in the Canadian market. They're very few and far between. Matthew Green, 6-foot PG combo guard from Brampton. He's going to be taking the jumper here. First one's up and in. Second one up. Misses it. Saint Laurent with the rebound. Keo gets it into Minot. Gets it back out to Keo. That's an air ball. Senni with the rebound. Gets it to Minot. He misses again. Green pushing the pace here. Finds Bradshaw, back out to Green with the crossover. Goes to the spin and hit a brick wall. That's going to be a travel. Substitutions are in. Beast Prep, they bring in Mark Giles out of Orangeville, Ontario. That's going to be a 3 out of the corner. Minot fighting inside with the hook shot, not able to get it, and that's going to be thrown away. Saint Laurent get the ball back. It's a 19-point game. 6:48 left here. On a handoff. Let's see what Saint Laurent does here. Nice move inside, and that's a finish again by Bassel. He's been able to get to the rim consistently. That's his third layup, 6 points so far in this game. Arsenal, that's a 3, no good. Minot fighting for the rebound, doesn't get it. Gets the block though, now he's running the floor. They're gonna feed the big guy, no. Matthew Green at the line. It's a 17-point game here early in the second quarter. 6 minutes left. Green's gonna shoot the first. It's Cash. Second coming up right here. And Green puts that one up off front rim. Here's Bassel. He gets the rebound out to Keel. Bassel runs it. Now Minot runs the floor. Are they going to find him? No, they want to go screen and roll. Goes into the corner. Senni into Minot. He wants to do some... See if he's got some footwork in there. No, Bassel, he is absolutely stopped by Bradshaw, who then brings it to Giles, goes all the way, no good. Bradshaw didn't get fouled there.
They were all over his body. I can't believe they didn't call that one. Especially the ref here closest to us.
Got hacked, no call. It's going to be 17 here on the shot clock. Three-pointer up by Figaro. No good. Senni fighting for that rebound. Picks it up. It's out of bounds off of Bradshaw. Minot, left-handed finish. He's got a variety of hook shots. Go either hand, either shoulder. Footwork still tons of things to desire. So we have some breaking news here. After one of the performances of the evening, if not the entire season as a whole, B.E.A.S.T, he went for 35 and has now been offered from Tulane University.
Yes, he has. And Coach Doug Stewart was in last night to watch him specifically, to watch him play as well. He's tracking a couple of other guys. And Tulane's coming in hard into Canada. Coach Dunleavy, who's coached in the NBA, coached in the NCAA, who's now head coach at Tulane, also got to watch some film and was thoroughly impressed. So the offer is on the table. They want the scoring guard, B.E.A.S.T. They'll take him for 18, they'll take him for 19. They'll take him whenever he'll come out.
They'll give him as many years as he wants, basically. But that's the offer there. Is that Luell, and that, if I'm not mistaken, is his first offer?
No, that's his second. He's got one on the table from Old Dominion, who's already been in here in this gym 3 times this year. They're really serious about him. And now, as Tulane offers, I figure that usually the pattern is everybody else in that conference is then going to look at it, and everybody else at that level is going to look at it, and it usually starts trickling and more come to the table.
Big time news coming out here in the MPA. A memorable, one of the best performances probably in the history of the league, I would say. Definitely the best performance of this session so far, as B.E.A.S.T picks up an offer from Tulane after going for 36, 3-3. On one of the most efficient performances from the field that I've seen.
I'm very curious. I'm very curious to know if he. I
think he missed one shot.
The whole game.
The whole game. Like, I will go back and I'll watch the game footage, but I think he missed one shot.
My goodness. So over the last 2 games, he's been absolutely terrific.
And every time I talk to Tarek Spate about Mr. Akot, he gives me this. He's got the feel.
Yeah, the feel, the money sign.
The money sign in his fingertips.
It's not only that he just scored 36. You got to remember, he played the #1 player in 2019 and held him to only 14 points. A.J. Lawson held to 14.
Great point. He definitely won the matchup with A.J. Lawson, the individual matchup, the team matchup, everything. I know AJ is going to be back. GTA Prep's going to be back. They didn't have their head coach in Cooper, so that's definitely something that's going to be different the next time these 2 teams meet. But as that's going on, we've got a game here. St. Laurent trying to cut this lead. B.E.A.S.T Prep, though, they're definitely still attacking inside number 3 with the finish. We're looking at Figaro. Figaro with the steal. He can't foot himself, though. Keogh gets it back inside. Basile, no good. Gamaji fighting inside. Almost gets it in. Can't finish. 2:38 left here. Got 3 team fouls on St. Laurent, 1 on B.E.A.S.T Prep. There's a pull-up jumper by Basile, no good. So we're pushing the other way. Here's B.E.A.S.T Prep. They're looking, get it over to the corner. And that's going over to Figaro. He's got the 3, no good. There's Keogh. He's got the board, pushing it here, looking for Gamaji. And he's got a great inside-outside pivot game. Three-pointer up and down. You're looking at number 24, B.E.A.S.T with the three. B.E.A.S.T prep. Nice screen set there by Bradshaw. He's fighting inside to get the rebound. Might get the over the back here. Nope. It goes the other way. It goes on Figaro. Here comes the substitutions for B.E.A.S.T prep. Gamaji. Nice handoff there. Now they're going back towards Malkoff inside the B.E.A.S.T, and he's having himself quite the game. Few layups here and there, three-pointer in the corner. Must be up to about 11 points for St. Laurent Express.
And the St. Laurent Express are the youngest team in the National Preparatory Association. Again, most of their prospects on this squad, 2020 class and 2021 and beyond.
Pass there, it's turned over. You're looking at Jervon Davis. And it comes back to Matthew Green. What's he gonna do with it? He's got the left-hand dribble, looking inside, eventually feeds it out to the corner. Sorry, the angled three. B.E.A.S.T prep has been able to consistently hit those shots. That one was Tyrese Virgo. Here's B.E.A.S.T again. Can he get another one off? No, that's Malkoff. He's got the three. B.E.A.S.T gets the rebound, thinks about it. Nice pump fake, dives in, no good. And Matthew Green's gonna push it. He's looking up. He's looking for some troops. There's 5 seconds left on the game clock. So Green's gonna take it himself, shoot it out, and that's an air ball. Going into halftime, 44-28. We'll see you in 8.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. Just hitch my wings and pull the strings. I brought these dreams that all fall true.
The nice thing about him is he's a basketball player. There is no position defined for him. He's learning the skills. He's learning the skills of playing the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the guard at all the positions.
The last thing what makes RJ Jr. so special is that he wants to be special. And he's willing to do the work to become special. He's open to learn. He has his flaws like everyone else does, but he recognizes his flaws. He knows to keep working on them. And he's never satisfied even with his own strengths as a basketball player. So that's what makes him special.
Number 7, Laurent Jr.
That's my boy. You never stop seeing to amaze me. And when we were in the game, like I could tell what he was gonna do. I was like, he's my boy. I'm gonna just let him, show out. So, but the chemistry's really good. We're roommates right now, everything. So.
I call him a professional scorer. That's definitely going to translate to the NBA game. He's relentless on getting around you and getting to the basket and getting to the foul line. And that's what I respect about him. I'm a huge fan of his.
Nice one. Okay, showtime.
RJ making the splash takes his rightful throne at #1, and I think regardless of class, he would have been there anyways. Maybe even #1 in North America, let alone the Canadian rankings. Was the leading scorer in the most competitive league in the world at the amateur level. At 6'7", a guy that's playing 2 and 1, that's a deadly combination.
I mean, I think the first thing with RJ is he has goals, right? He has goals that he's set out, that he's driving for. So that's always great, right? Because all you ever really have to do is continue to focus him towards the goals he set. If you're trying to achieve the things that he is, I think that he's a hard worker, he's a consistent worker, and oh, here he comes. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being #1 in the world, you know, there's no conversation about it, there's no discussion about it. But what's next for you? What are your goals?
Pretty simple, go to college and go to the NBA and be a star.
Well, Central Tech, it's the historic look, that castle feel. It's a gauntlet. You walk past and you just, whoa, you look up, and the reputation that comes with it, it has that feel, it has that effect. Being in downtown Toronto, it is what it is. You're gonna get everything, right? So all the distractions are gonna happen, all the excitement's gonna be there, any little thing happens in school, it's newsworthy because you're a downtown school, right? So we have to get past all those distractions and focus in and dial in what we're supposed to do inside this gym. Do we play with a chip? We make it so.
We're a grit and grind team. Like, we're like underdogs. So like, we play like, even though we're up 20, we play like we're down 20.
We try to break the neck of the other teams. Once we have our foot on the gas, like, we try not to let go. If you're a hard worker, if you have nothing to lose, if you're gonna put it all on the line every night, then you could come play on Central Tech.
I'm praying that they take on my personality. I got a smile and I laugh and I joke outside of the game, but inside the game, I'm yelling, I'm screaming, and I'm fierce. And that's how we're developing right now.
Stop relying on what we did in the years past or the games past. It's now, yes?
And when we get to be that, you know, tenacious group, that loud group, that aggressive group, great things happen.
That style and structure is making Central Tech a destination basketball school for players like Matthew Daves, who joined the Blues for his senior season.
I knew the coaches and I knew how their style of training was, and I thought that I'd fit in here well. It just brings up like a certain tone to how I'm doing everything. So like every single rep is more important now. Being Filipino, you know, it's a bit different. Like, people look at me a different way when I'm playing. They're not gonna see someone like me, like an Asian person, play the way that I play usually.
How do you play?
I'm in the air a long time, just to say that.
In Season 2 of the National Preparatory Association, Jeffers will look to his returning seniors to lead the team on and off the court, which also prepares them for the next level.
Me being the oldest, like, it puts like a lot of like responsibility on my back, because coach, he tells me to always watch out for the guys, make sure everyone's good. Because after I leave here, coaches in other schools, like, they look at like the kind of person you are off the court before on the court. Like, they want to know what you could do in school. They want to know what you could do like in a group of people if you're gonna be communicating. All my friends like back home, they really think I've changed a lot. Like, and they said it's for the better too.
Coach Jeffers is an amazing guy. He taught me a lot because he's been coaching me since young, been watching me play growing up, playing basketball at the community center. And like, he just, you know, just been there for me. Changed me a lot because before I wasn't really doing the stuff that I need to do to go to the next level. Since I came here, I started getting the support, the help that I needed to succeed, school-wise and basketball-wise. He prepares me to be a man.
The good will follow the good, the bad will follow the bad. But if people see the good in you, they're gonna make sure and push you to that stream. Central Tech is labeled. It's no chance that I'm here trying to change that label, try to bring forward a better understanding of who it is and what the school is about.
Everyone has their story. What's yours? Were you born with the ball in your hands? Or were you a late bloomer? Are you a dead-eye shooter? Or a high flyer?
Throws up an alley-oop! All elbow! Williams!
Are you a leader? Or an elite role player? North Pole Hoops wants to know, what's your story?
Back out to Pangos. Got it again. Pangos is knocking out all these open threes.
Kevin and I have a relationship that was formulated when I was one of the coaches.
And we're back here in Ottawa, Ontario. I've got National Scout Tarek Spate next to me. Got the sub for Eli.
Substitution
or a replacement.
Yeah, the replacement. I got off the injured list. I had a little sore throat. It's been a long week, but you know what? Stars gotta shine, and putting me back in. We out here trying to win championships. So,
on that note, Lou Olcott, what are your thoughts?
On which note? Championships?
Stars.
Language. Well, you know what? Olcott really, he really impressed. I've seen it before from him last year in spurts. What we saw here was a more complete version of Lou Olcott, because we talked about the 35 points, but we did not stress as much the 14 points that he held AJ Lawson to, aka currently the #1 ranked player in the country for 2019. So, Lou Olcott is being held accountable by his coaching staff, and they are challenging him. They're challenging him to make plays on both ends of the floor. So, Tulane has offered. Congratulations, Lou Olcott. Far from, reaching his potential, and as we both stated last year and the year prior to that, he's a high major prospect.
Where do you see him improving? I mean, I know it's kind of a vague question, but is there any type of specifics in his game, specific in things in his game that you want to see him improve on?
Well, I think from a skills standpoint, he can shoot it. He can improve his dribbling just in terms of getting to exactly where he wants. He can improve his body control, his passing, and understanding when to score, when to pass. That game, obviously, he was on fire. I expect him fully to take and make shots. But in the mental game, I think is the biggest thing is consistency. So, being mature enough to get to we have a bar for mental game, as we've discussed off record, to get to Jamal Murray level. To get to Jamal Murray level, he's not even close to there right now. Mental. To get to RJ Barry, he's not close, and that requires a consistency game in, game out, of understanding that you're the best player on the floor and you're expected and called upon to lead the team, not just make yourself better but make your teammates better.
He's well on his way to being one of the top prospects in that class. We currently have him at 9. My apologies.
He was actually, for the 26 people watching right now, I know it's late night, everyone's tired, but we actually moved him up, so that's a breaking news for you guys. Go tell the kids. We moved him up. We snuck him up the top 10. He climbed. He's right hovering around the top 5 right back. We moved him right under Trey Edwards, who's another high major in his own right, just got some more size and length to him.
Big news for Akot, just picked up a offer from Tulane. Where do you see him position-wise in his pro career? Or at the collegiate? Let's start with that, and then later on with the pro. He looks like a 3 right now, maybe a 2. What do you see him as?
Oh, no. Nick Zefferton, my man. You're looking at a combo guard and a potential point guard. Why? Because his feel for the game. You know, when you have, what I mean by feel is these are instincts that you can't teach it. You know, these are instincts that when, you know when to pass, you know when to shoot, but it's more so, it's beyond that. It's more like, you know, things happen naturally. You don't really have to practice it. And he's got that natural ability. So I've seen him run the point when Aiden Warrenholtz, their point guard, and Kaleem Sarazin were out last year. More so Kaleem Sarazin with the injury, so he had to step up and run the point. So we've seen him make plays for others, you know. And so as he transitions into college, he's gonna play. He can play both 1, 2, 2. But he's 2-1 currently. Can he become 1-2? Maybe. You know, Jamal Murray, he was combo all along, and even in the NBA now, he's more tooled as a scorer. You know, he's more scoring than he is, you know, playmaking for others. And like I said, he's far from Jamal Murray, but Luol Akot is a combo guard, long-term, both NCAA, and if he can take the next step to the league, you know, again, he hasn't showed me he's an NBA prospect yet. He showed me he's a high major NCAA prospect, but his journey is still young, as St. Laurent Express knocked down the triple.
It's a 13-point game here. St. Laurent Express have gone on a run as B.E.A.S.T Prep has had the lead for most of the game. And there's going to be a timeout here called by B.E.A.S.T Prep. Like I said, 48-35, 6 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Rep by rep, you push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt sets in. Why do you do it? Is it worth it? The lights turn on. All your questions are answered.
Everyone has their story. What's yours? Were you born with the ball in your hands? Or were you a late bloomer? Are you a dead-eye shooter? Or a high flyer?
Throws up an alley-oop! All elbow! Williams!
Are you a leader?
And we're back here, Ottawa, Ontario, B.E.A.S.T Prep. We've got Anthony Bradshaw at the free throw line, makes 1 of 2, pushing the lead back up to 14. St. Laurent trying to get it past into the front court as B.E.A.S.T Prep. Oh, nice pass there, good tip. Can't control it though, that was Gamiji. On the other end, B.E.A.S.T Prep, nice move inside to Anthony Bradshaw as he's able to finish. So, Tarek, you mentioned that Lualacot, as of right now, he hasn't shown you that he's an NBA prospect. Looking at that CTA team, who do you believe there then has a chance to go league?
Well, you know, when I say that I don't view him as an NBA prospect, it does not mean he can't get there. What he needs to be able to do is prove that against NBA prospects in matchups. You know what he did. Well, hold on, let me just kind of rewind there. What he did just now against AJ Lawson, who is an NBA prospect, you know, that is the first time we've seen him, you know, do something like that at this level. So what he needs to do is still develop more consistency in that regard and continue to go up against different high-level players. The R.J. Barretts of the world, you know, the Cam Reddishes of the world, etc., and Lou Gensdorf, you know, improve that. So if we go dig deeper, you know, into the 2021 class, they have the #1 player in the country, CTA does, in Moon Reith, and you know, he, you know, due to his youth and his physicals and his current skill set, I project him, you know, as an NBA prospect. And history has shown us top 5 players in the MPH national player rankings are currently, over the last 6 years, are currently either in the NBA or in the D League. So, you know, Moon Reith has a long way to go, but he's in a great position, and I gotta give kudos, you know, to the Canada Top Flight Academy, all class, and a huge proponent of development and coaching them up. You know, that's rare to see these days with all the recruiting that happens and all the talent that's on the floor. Really being able to coach guys and these kids to understand that, hey, they got a long ways to go.
Very well put. Moon Reith definitely had his fingerprints all over that game. Defended AJ very well in his own right. Also was seamless, very efficient in his role. Wasn't quite the finisher that you wanted around the rim, but you expect that from a kid that's his age. Shot the 3 ball very well, I thought.
Oh yeah.
But KC kind of bugged him inside a little bit with his size. But like you said, he's a boy right now amongst men.
Well, how many 2021 players can claim that they start for a championship team, a national championship team?
I can't think of anyone else.
Because there aren't any. So, you know, that speaks to how special he is and how much trust Coach House has in Reith.
Three-point basket being made there, leads back up to 21. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. St. Laurent looking to leave with a win. They're gonna have a lot of climbing to do. It's a pretty big hole they've dug themselves into. As another 3 goes up, B.E.A.S.T Prep is just first to the ball consistently. And they've been able to rebound at a very efficient rate. St. Laurent swinging it. There's Keogh. That's a turnover. B.E.A.S.T Prep going the other way. Going to be another turnover on the other end. Senni pushing it. Tries to find Gamaji. Can't get it into him. Looking to reverse it. Goes to the corner. That's going to be a player control foul. Offensive foul. Illegal screen. We got 2 subs coming in. A couple more than 2 actually. We haven't really seen Mignot and Gamaji play together. Very interesting prospects in the 2021 and 2022 class. St. Laurent Express, one of the youngest teams, actually the youngest team in the MPA. Three ball up, no good. St. Laurent fighting for the rebound. They won't get it. B.E.A.S.T Prep does instead. They go to the opposite corner. Another three, bang. That's Arsenault with another three. He's a corner assassin. Has just been able to shoot lights out anytime he puts it up. Here's Semi. Here's Keogh. Nice shot from Andrew Keogh. Puts a three up and it goes back down. It's a 21-point game, 1:20 left here, and it's just become a 3-point shootout as B.E.A.S.T Prep makes another, pushing it back up to 24. That was Dylan on the three. Here's Keogh. He goes back for another two. That's a 5-0 run. Arsenault with the three, misses it. Rebound by St. Laurent, gets it out to Keogh. At least he tries. Foul will be called. It's the second team foul on B.E.A.S.T Prep. St. Laurent has 45 seconds left here in the third quarter.
It's been a pleasant surprise watching B.E.A.S.T Prep. Didn't know what to expect from them, but I'm looking at a team that of pretty much virtual unknowns that are looking to make a name for themselves, and guys that don't necessarily back down from competition. Watch them against some higher level teams in the league, and you know, it seemed like a blue collar type of program, but looking forward to see more moving forward from these guys.
I was talking to Samuel Addison, one of the players on, and another three rings through here for B.E.A.S.T Prep. You're looking at number 24, Dylan Nelson. He's hit a couple this quarter, but talking to some of the players, especially Samuel Addison on B.E.A.S.T Prep, and there's a lot of OCAA talent.
Absolutely.
On the floor. A lot of guys that are just, like you said, blue collar, CCAA.
JUCO/CCAA guys that, you know, are looking to, you know, maybe go to the applied stream, you know, maybe more hands-on, and also need upgrades to potentially get to the youth sport as well as NCAA level.
It's 67-42. We're going into the fourth. Stick with us. The last quarter of the fourth day, game 7 of 7, coming up next.
History has been made in Canadian basketball.
From the Maritimes to the nation's capital.
I just like the sound.
Brady Cancun, my goodness.
To the 6.
Oh, big block there.
To the prairies.
By Deshaun Henry.
All the way to British Columbia. This is the NPA.
One hand jam! All over the defense! My lord! Goodness gracious! Campbell with the facial. Oh! E-man! Defense to offense. Cummins, that is not the guy. No way! Cummins. Tie! Oh! What's the foul? Got the answer. Wow! That's another good one. There is Sammy Hunter. Look at this. Danilo Jiricic ending his high school career with a dagger of a spike. GTA Prep wisely feeding the hot hand. Oh, nice step back, cross through. And we got Sidney Kabongo on fire right now. Oh! How about that nasty from Deshaun Henry? Stick back, Chris Hagan. Got back. Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet, putting a man in the rim. In transition with the cock back, one hand pounded. Woo! DeAndre Pierre. Oh! White Academy are the first high school age national champions in the history of Canadian basketball.
Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition, streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec.
We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
NPH events. There's an opportunity to get involved at the ground level. NPH hosts elite level high school tournaments to national club team championships throughout the course of the season. Now is your chance to get involved with the fastest growing sport in Canada with the industry leaders and influencers. Get in the game today and join NPH in growing basketball in this country. NPH Scouting Service. The NPH Scouting Service is another platform for exposure with a network of over 300 coaches and scouts from some of the most recognizable brands and programs. Our scouts are constantly evaluating talent to ensure accuracy and credibility. NPH Scouting Service.
You push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt sets in. Why do you do it? Is it worth it? The lights turn on. All your questions are answered.
Or an elite role player. North Pole Hoops wants to know, what's your story?
Pangos will shoot another three, his third triple already.
I'm a retired teacher. I coached at a whole bunch of different levels throughout the player delivery system in Canada. Involved myself at the provincial level as head coach of Team Ontario from 1994 to 97. Coached at the university level, University of Guelph for 7 years, high school coach, and I'm now an author. And I'm an author of a book called Can't Miss, a story about Kevin Pangos. But the angle that I'm bringing about the book is that I'm a basketball coach who wrote a book. So the delivery of the book encapsulates everything that's Canada basketball is all about.
Bembry handling it, cross court to Pangos for three, and Kevin knocks it down.
I read a book called Outliers, and it talked about why people need people around them to take advantage of in order to succeed at the highest levels. That same summer, Kevin was chosen as the youngest member of the national team. Kevin might be an outlier. Kevin was playing for A-Game Hoops, which is a team that Kyle Julius ran, and Kevin was on the team as a high school player. And I was coaching at the University of Guelph, and Kevin was lighting us up. And I'm loving this because I've loved Kevin since he was a kid, but I'm also hating it because we're getting drilled by this team. And Chris leans over to me and says, that guy can't miss. And I went, title. Because it says about what Kevin's life's about is whatever happens to him, he just rolls with it. And we all need to learn from that. A failure is just a part of success. And that's the way he really, really views it. So if you have that attitude, honestly, you can't miss.
That's the back out. Now he's got a little space to operate. Nice pass. Wow. Oh, what a nice pass.
Kevin read a book called Long Shot, a story about Steve Nash. I can connect it with Steve's story a lot, not comparing them, but just the whole idea that when Nash won the MVP, the next day, his first MVP, the next day he says, now I really have to prove myself. And that's what the good ones do, is they're constantly striving for better and better and better. And you know, kids that are grade 9, grade 10, they're very good, but they're just starting. And they need to understand that you're good, but you're just starting, and just never be satisfied. Keep working. And I think
put it, one of the more surprising teams so far in the MPA. Didn't really know what to expect from them. They've definitely brought their A game. And Matthew Green, he's a shooter, and he's got another 3. They've opened up close to a 32-point lead here against the team from Montreal, albeit missing 2 of their best players to injury. Hopefully in Toronto, they'll be ready to go. About 5:30 here left in the quarter, final quarter, game 7 of 7, day 4 of 5. 3 short. Miyot tries to get the rebound. He's held up by Jervon Davis.
You know, you're looking at a team, Nick, in St. Laurent Express that's gonna undoubtedly get better game by game, and already has. You see it. You know, this is the youngest squad in the league. Of course, you know, with them being out of Quebec, their high school system goes up to grade 11 at the most. So until they go to CGEP, so you're looking at 11th and 10th graders on the floor. But now, what it's going to do for their development as we progress into the new year, it's going to be significant, because you have a coach like Akram Sleiman that is, you know, relentless in coaching these kids up and development. And so, you know, you're looking at St. Laurent Express squad that's a top-notch program, widely regarded as top 3, if not the top high school program in Quebec, and that's a big reason that we brought them into the league.
Definitely, and the fact that they're missing their 2 lead guards doesn't help at all.
Oh, of course, I mean, almost forgot. Ben Datro, you're looking at an NCAA prospect missing, and then another next-level player missing for St. Laurent Express at the guard positions. And that would be Duamfor.
They've got 2 bigs that look like they're ready for the next level as well. Tough with bigs at this age, and even at the NBA level, you need guards to kind of feed them, because the bigs aren't the one bringing the ball up and down the court.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they're ready right now, but they will be ready when it's all said and done. You got Trayvon Minot. You know, he's a very exciting prospect because of his size, his length, and his attitude. You know, obviously want him to increase his aggression. And if you look at, you know, when he catches it in the paint, he does have some skill set. It's just about getting consistency with gaining position and demanding the ball, because, like you said, guards, you know, they're not going to give it up, or they don't know how to give it up. So bigs got to guide them. They got to sit down in the paint, give them a clear target, and simply yell ball.
Post feeds, definitely part of the lost art. We should start a book here, adding floaters, post feeds.
Floater game, and then you look at, yeah, I mean, these are the things that, you know, if you're running a clinic, these are things that you should focus on, and most don't actually. I never seen, you know, often seen, you know, a clinic that is like a point guard clinic where that is a focus. Just strictly point guards, number 1, there's not many of those, and then, you know, entry passing is a big deal. You know, pick and roll action.
Definitely.
We're out here just talking at, you know, almost 10 p.m. here in Ottawa. We're talking about clinics, talking about all sorts of stuff. We're just out here, you know, after like 20 hours of the day. You know, we just kind of just try to keep it light, you know, we mix it up.
Of course.
Keep it fresh.
Of course, you know, and I think we wouldn't have it any other way. Best 20 hours I've spent all week. That's for sure.
You popped in late last night. You popped into our window like Ned Flanders, and we welcomed you with open arms into our Airbnb.
That was precisely how I popped in, right through the window, and it was great to see you, your brother, and obviously Jason as well.
Jason Tom, shout out my man Jason Tom.
Definitely holding it down for the MPA so far as the commish.
Unofficially, of course.
Of course.
But for our 24 viewers, that's another little tidbit that we just gave them.
And that's the type of stuff you only hear if you're on the live stream. So we want to thank all 24 of you for staying here with us. 22 now, sorry.
You know, but on all joking aside, you know, our live broadcasts have reached record numbers this season already. We've reached numbers like 170 to 200 all at once, which, you know, accumulated last year. We had 500,000 viewers from start to finish of the season. We expect fully, based on the numbers we're seeing, that for that to at least be doubled. And that's a great sign of growth. You know, we're extremely excited about the league, Nick. You know, we went, as you know, we went from 9 teams last year to 13, and you know, the talent level has exceeded, you know, a lot of people's expectations with high major NCAA caliber talent, and the beautiful thing about it, from all over the country.
Another beautiful part about the league and everything that comes with it is that Akot had a huge game and received an offer, and that's something that in the MPA, you know, there's constantly coaches coming out to watch, constantly watching on the live stream, watching the videos, and it's a place where you can come in, and the real value in what we do, amongst a bunch of other things, is that you can pick up a scholarship offer based on how you perform in the league.
On any given game.
Exactly. Game speaks.
Shout out our boy, Big Mac McQueen, part of our video team, checking in on the live broadcast. Wish you were here, big fella.
Gives us the thumbs up. About 2 minutes left here in the game. And I'd love to hear your take on a prospect here in Arnaud Gamagi. Don't know if you've seen a lot of him.
Oh yes, you know, he's an interesting one. You know, with speaking about Ben Datro and Trayvon Minot, we forget about our man Arnaud. He's shown me some things this session already as far as skill set. He's got a decent touch, shooting the ball from mid-range. Obviously, he's got the length and the size. You know, he's certainly a guy we have circled in terms of a prospect watch.
He's in that 2021 class. Another big guy in that class is B.E.A.S.T.
Charles.
Yes.
Our boy Charles. I know he was a little disappointed in us. You know, he didn't reach the top 5, but you know, he's a guy that we just need to see a little bit more of. I ultimately see him getting to that 2 spot behind Lual, and the reason behind Lual is because of the skill set. Excuse me, Lual. I meant Moon Reef.
Moon, yes.
Because of the skill set that he has, the shooting capabilities. You know, but sky's the limit for Charles B.E.A.S.T. You know, he's got #1 type of upside, and you know, I know they're young still, but again, patterns tell us top 5. You know, that's NBA level stuff, but it doesn't mean anything even when you get to the senior year, I mean, it doesn't mean anything until your name is called on draft day. But you know, it shows that you're on the right track, and there's a pathway there to keep getting better, get to the NCAA high major level, or possibly mid-major, depending on who recruits you, and produce. Simple.
Couldn't have said it better myself. 24 seconds left here. B.E.A.S.T Prep look like they're gonna take this victory. They're up 85-51. They take the 24-second shot clock violation. St. Laurent Express are gonna have the last shot if they want to take it. They might just dribble it out here though. They've got about 8 seconds left on the shot clock, and we want to thank everybody from you guys watching online to all of the fans for a great day 4. Can't wait to get things started tomorrow, 10 a.m. bright and early. 3 games on the slate. Please be sure to follow up on NorthPoleHoops.com.
I'd like to add, Nick, 9:43. It is not too late to get into the gym. Lifetime Fitness, get in the gym, and you know, LA Fitness, and work
what about
on that.
Outside?
I mean, outside works too. If you got outdoor court, and just make sure guard, especially the guards, work on your floater game. We're out.